Are you planning a trip to the Big Apple, or maybe thinking of moving there? Hold up, before you dive into the city that never sleeps, there are some places where you might just want to keep one eye open. Today, we're revealing the 15 neighborhoods in New York City that you should steer clear of at all costs. Welcome back to the channel where we make sure your adventures don't turn into misadventures. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated with life-saving tips, travel and living guides. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the parts of New York City that might just be too hot to handle. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a curious newcomer to NYC, knowing these areas can be crucial for your safety. New York City, often celebrated as a beacon of culture and opportunity, is a mosaic of over 8 million stories, each playing out across its 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. This city, known for iconic landmarks like Times Square, Central Park, and the Statue of Liberty, also grapples with less visible but equally impactful issues of urban poverty, crime, and gentrification. The city's history of immigration has made it one of the most ethnically diverse urban areas in the world. Each wave of newcomers has left its mark, contributing to the rich cultural tapestries of neighborhoods and occasionally intensifying the struggle over scarce resources. The socioeconomic divide is stark, with affluent areas boasting soaring real estate values while economically, disadvantaged neighborhoods face underfunded schools, scarce employment opportunities, and high crime rates. Post-industrial decline in the late 20th century left many parts of New York, especially in the outer boroughs, battling decay. Efforts to revitalize these areas in recent decades have seen varying degrees of success. Gentrification has brought new businesses and more affluent residents into previously low-income neighborhoods, sparking economic growth but also displacement and cultural erosion. The tension between development and preservation, growth and equity, is a defining feature of modern New York City. Safety remains a paramount concern, shaped by both perception and reality. The New York City Police Department's CompStat system revolutionized crime fighting in the 1990s by using data to deploy resources more effectively, contributing to a significant drop in crime citywide. However, pockets of high crime persist, often correlated with poverty, lack of social services, and systemic neglect. Understanding New York City's neighborhoods requires more than a glance at crime statistics. It demands an appreciation of the historical, cultural, and economic forces that shape daily life in these communities. Whether it's the ongoing challenges faced by places like Brownsville in East New York, or the dramatic transformations seen in areas like Harlem and Bushwick, the story of each neighborhood offers a unique insight into the broader narrative of survival and change in one of the world's most dynamic cities. With that, here are 15 New York neighborhoods you must avoid at all cost. 1. Brownsville, Brooklyn. Brownsville is a neighborhood that stands out for its high crime rates despite various community efforts to bring positive change. It has one of the highest rates of violent crimes in the city, including shootings and robberies. The area's economic challenges contribute to its crime issues, with many residents facing poverty and limited access to quality education and jobs. While there are community centers and local initiatives aiming to improve the situation, Brownsville remains a place where visitors and new residents should tread very cautiously. 2. Hunts Point, Bronx. Hunts Point is predominantly known for its large industrial sector, including the famous food distribution center. However, this neighborhood also struggles with significant problems related to drug trafficking and violent crime, making it one of the less safe areas of New York City. The presence of heavy truck traffic and less residential appeal makes it less welcoming. Despite ongoing police efforts and community outreach programs aimed at improvement, the crime rates here remain a concern, especially after dark. 3. East New York, Brooklyn. East New York is another neighborhood with a reputation for high crime rates, including one of the highest rates of violent crimes in Brooklyn. Efforts to revitalize the area have been underway, including new housing developments and community projects, but the neighborhood still faces substantial challenges. The area is characterized by a lack of substantial economic opportunities and has historically been neglected in terms of city funding and resources. 4. Mott Haven, Bronx. Mott Haven, located in the southwestern part of the Bronx, is an area experiencing gentrification but still faces high crime rates, particularly related to gang activity and drug-related crimes. The neighborhood has a rich cultural history and is home to a diverse community, but safety remains a significant concern, particularly in its more desolate industrial sections and public housing complexes. 5. Harlem, Manhattan. Harlem is famous worldwide for its vibrant African-American culture and history, particularly during the Harlem Renaissance. However, some parts of Harlem still struggle with crime, especially in its eastern and northern sections. While there are many safe and bustling areas in Harlem, particularly around Central and West Harlem, visitors should be cautious and aware of their surroundings, especially at night. 6. Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. Often simply referred to as Bed-Stuy, this neighborhood has seen a mix of gentrification and persistent crime issues, including gang violence and shootings. It's a neighborhood with a strong community and rich cultural heritage, particularly noted in its music and arts scene. However, the juxtaposition of beautiful brownstones and troubled hotspots makes it a place where vigilance is necessary. 7. South Bronx. The South Bronx is often cited as a symbol of urban decay from the 1970s and 80s, though it has seen some revitalization in recent years. Despite improvements, it remains one of the poorest areas in the nation and struggles with high crime rates, especially in terms of violent crimes and theft. Community efforts continue to improve the area, focusing on arts, culture, and local businesses. Washington Heights, Manhattan. Known for its Dominican community and vibrant cultural scene, Washington Heights is a neighborhood with a lively atmosphere, but also a place where crime rates are higher than average. Issues such as drug trafficking and gang activity are prevalent, particularly in certain areas. However, the community is tight-knit, with local leaders and activists striving to promote safety and community development. 9. Soundview, Bronx. Soundview is primarily residential and known for its affordable housing options, but faces challenges with violent crime and drug activity. The area has public housing developments where much of the crime is concentrated, and efforts to improve safety and community cohesion are ongoing. 10. Flatbush, Brooklyn. Flatbush is a diverse neighborhood with a significant Caribbean population and a vibrant cultural scene. However, it also faces challenges related to crime, particularly petty theft and burglary. While there are many safe parts of Flatbush, some areas require caution, especially at night. 11. Fordham, Bronx. Fordham is known for its bustling commercial district, Fordham Road, where shoppers from all over the city come to browse stores. However, the neighborhood also faces issues with crime, particularly theft and assault. The area around Fordham University tends to be safer, thanks to the university's security measures. 12. Jamaica, Queens. Jamaica is a major hub for transportation and commerce, but it also deals with significant crime, particularly around the transit areas. The neighborhood is diverse with a large immigrant population, and while there are initiatives to improve safety and infrastructure, crime remains a concern. 13. Coney Island, Brooklyn. Famous for its beaches and amusement parks, Coney Island also has areas plagued by poverty and crime, particularly in residential sections away from the tourist attractions. 14. Norwood, Bronx. Norwood, also known as Bainbridge, is a predominantly residential neighborhood that experiences a mix of small-town charm with urban challenges. The area has seen its share of crime, especially petty theft and occasional violent incidents. Despite these issues, there are community efforts underway to enhance safety and cohesion among residents, including park renovations and community policing initiatives. 15. Bushwick, Brooklyn. Once known primarily for its industrial landscape, Bushwick has become a hotspot for arts and culture, drawing a young, creative population. However, the rapid gentrification has brought its own set of challenges, including displacement and rising tensions. Crime, particularly related to burglary and street muggings, remains higher here than in many other parts of Brooklyn. Efforts by community organizations and local businesses aim to bridge the economic disparities and foster a safer community environment. Each of these neighborhoods showcases a unique aspect of New York City's diverse character, but also underscores the complex socioeconomic issues that can contribute to higher crime rates. While these areas can offer cultural richness and community spirit, it is important for residents and visitors alike to remain vigilant and informed about the places they choose to explore. Remember, NYC is a beautiful city with plenty to offer, but like any major city, it has its shadows. Always stay aware, use common sense, and keep your travels to safer parts of town. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips and safety guides. Got any questions or need more travel advice? Drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. Stay safe, travel smart, and see you in the next video.